Hi, heathens. It occurred to me that I have done one whole, like, Halloween inspired look, and it's almost Halloween. So I'm gonna do, it's not really a Halloween look, but it's gonna be like the vibe I'm gonna be going for is like dark angel iridescent. So it's gonna be kind of smoky, kind of iridescent, duh. Um, and just like incorporating a few different items. Excuse me. My throat still hurts. I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face with the Tatcha water cream. And I hope the lighting is okay. I have no natural light tonight. So we are going strictly off of artificial light, which is my O-ring. I hope it's not too bright. I tried to put it where both sides of my face are equally illuminated. And a little bit of my room light. So if this side of my face is a little brighter, that would be why. But without that being on and just the O-ring, it looks kind of terrifying. So I have to go with both. Okay, so I'm going to kind of like go through this live. I have nothing out and prepared. I have an idea in my head, and so I'm going to pull out the products that I'm thinking about as I walk through kind of what I'm thinking. So, like I said, I want to go like kind of smoky, iridescent. So I'm going to start with this Believe Beauty Glimmer Pots Gel to Powder Eyeshadow in Dahlia. I can't recall if I've ever actually used this before. So this might actually be a first impressions because I remember buying it. But for the life of me, I don't remember having used it. So I'm going to get a brush that's slightly stained blue, might have a little bit of blue on it, or a little bit of gray. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's got just a cool undertone, but this is like a gray purple shadow, so that'll work. So I'm just going to take the brush, and I'm going to start with a brush because it says gel to powder. So this might be one I have to use with my finger and then just blend out, but we're gonna see. It picked up something. Okay. It's definitely like just a shimmer though. There's not a lot of kind of opacity, which is fine. Just not what I was going for. So again, this is kind of a learning curve video. So like a lot of my videos, even if I don't know what I'm doing with a palette, because like sometimes I'll look at it and be like really overwhelmed with the options, 9 times out of 10 I know what palette I'm using and the kind of look that I'm going to be going for. With this one, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I think this is gold. So you're watching me like, I hate trying to say live because it's obviously not live, but you're kind of watching me in real time the way I would determine a look if I was just getting ready by myself and had an idea what I was going for and no real plan of action. Ooh, that's an idea. Okay, let's take the Ciate London Twisted Metals. What? Ciate London Twisted Metals in the shade Twisted, which is like this gorgeous shimmery black. It's like it has that iridescence. It's like black with green and blue. It's gorgeous. Kind of forgot about this for a bit. So I'm just going to take it on my finger. Like, do you see that? You cannot look at this. Well, if you don't like dark shadows, then maybe. But you cannot look at this and tell me that's not one of the most stunning things you've ever seen. There's a lot left on my finger, so I'm going to see how much of that, not a lot, can go on the eye. And then I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. And then I will take the brush I was using and kind of clean up around the edges. And I am still going to add onto this. Ooh, that's exactly the kind of vibe that I was going for, and it's got everything all in one already. We've got the smoky, we've got the like shimmer iridescence. Off to a good start. Why didn't I think of that initially? Like I said, I'm just going to take the brush and just kind of go around these edges. And then take anything that's left on the brush and just go up under the eye. Kind of clean whatever's in the corner of my eye. So like, literally no words for how stunning this is. Now what I was going to do was use one of these shades from the Platinum Hits Volume 2 to enhance the shimmer. I just shoved my finger straight into 7 Years. That's not the shade that I wanted to use. So anyway, I was going to use one of these over the top of whatever dark shadow I put down, but I don't want to kind of mess with this. So what I'm going to do instead is take, I'm trying to look at them in all the lighting and see, take Stitches, which is this like green shifty for my inner corner. It has like a greenish red, kind of gold red vibe. I don't know. I never know with these how well they're going to show up on camera, because I feel like the camera just never does them justice to what they look like in person. But we're going to roll with it. I'm going to take the Simpsons Revolution Treehouse of Horror little eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take a little kind of flat, that's not what I meant to grab, I just can't see, a little flat brush, and I'm going to tap into Eel Pie, which is the like bluish gray, and we're going to take that under the eye to line it just a little bit more, because what we had on the brush before did not give us a whole lot of under eye definition. Definitely just got some in my eyeball. I love that. Now, we want to make, I was going to say we want to make every part of my face look good, but obviously that's kind of the goal every single time. But I was more thinking, I have glitter all over my fingers. I was more thinking for my brows, I want to like lightly fill them in. So I'm going to take the Item Beauty Brow Chow in Neutral Taupe, and I'm just going to use this to enhance them, because I feel like, especially when I have a darker shadow on, my brows just tend to get lost, because as you know, and as you can clearly tell, they're not very dark or filled in at all. I have quite sparse eyebrows, and they're like a light brown, so they definitely don't stand out a whole lot like ever. This has this neat little like brush on the end instead of a spoolie, so I'm going to just use that to soften particularly the bottom so it doesn't look as jagged, and then just do the same on the other eye. And I was thinking about what kind of foundation I want to use, because I do want to put a little something on my skin so that it can be, you know, smoothed out, get rid of some of the redness, which probably doesn't even show up that much on camera because the light is so bright. But I'm going to go in with just a little bit of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Fair 4 in. And I'm going to take, this is the foundation brush that I was using the other day for the Uoma Beauty foundation. Ooh, we got a little bit coming out already. And again, this is just a tinted moisturizer, so it's not going to give us a whole lot of like coverage. It's just going to even things out just a little. If I need a little bit more, I'll put on a little bit more, but I think we might be okay with just this. So I'm just going to take this and start with just little strokes to kind of get it blended out. And then I'll go back over and do more swirly, like buffing it in. I almost said bluffing it in. Yeah, I'm gonna lie to the moisturizer and get it to go where I want it to go. Also, I apologize when I turn my head if you can see any of the wounds. Got one like at the top of my hairline right over here. And I don't know if it's, you know, in the shaved part or in my hair. Because when I get sick, or just when I don't feel good in general, I guess, because it's not just when I'm sick, it's also when I'm sad or anxious or anything negative, I pick, which is why my lips look awful, and I've got a few spots on my head that don't look good either. So if they are visible, I am very, very sorry, but it is what it is. I'm going to set this because it is super shiny, but everything is evened out. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder again because it is a tried and true, and it is right here. And, okay, I was about to say, where is my powder brush? But it was still on my desk. Ooh, too much. So I'm just going to take this, and we're just going to pop it, and then I'm going to show you close up the sides, because even though I have this light on, you should still be able to tell. Like, it's called a Halo Glow, but it still sets down and mattifies pretty well without being like too matte. Let me cut that down just a tiny bit. Does that help? Ooh. At all? I don't know. But the same thing on the other side. I just don't want to be so shiny that it looks like I don't even, that was a weird way to phrase that, that you won't be able to tell when I put on highlighter, you know? I was going to say that it doesn't look like I need highlighter, but I guess arguably you could say I never look like I need highlighter because my face is just oily and it reflects light anyway. So that's why I kind of changed my phrasing there a little bit. All right. Now, I know exactly what highlighter I want to go for. However, I don't 100% know where it is. So, if the palette I need is not right here, I have a backup idea. Yeah, it is not. So, let's see. It is not up there. Okay. Oh, goodness. Aha. Okay, I can still use it. I did find it. This is one of my magnetic palettes that has, is that upside down? Stuff that I have chosen to put in there. Ugh. This palette in particular is mostly highlighters, but it does have a few like pressed powder shadows. So this is what all is in here. And the highlighter that I wanted to go for is this one, which is by Bitter Lace Beauty. And It is Hologram. So I really, really enjoy these. And when I first made the video trying these, I was really sad because I didn't realize how awful the lighting was, even when I went outside. I'd like to say I've since gotten better, but, you know, we're going to take a little bit of this and go right up the cheek. So this is like, you can kind of see from the front, it's almost a straight silver. So it is giving a gray cast, but I don't mind that specifically for this look, because since it is supposed to be a dark angel look with the iridescence, it's almost like, ooh, that's an idea actually. I was gonna say it's almost like it's kind of contouring my face, like if you were to do like skull makeup paint. So actually, I'm gonna take a little bit and go down my face this way as well, because I don't know if it's gonna pick up from the front, but that gives it a little bit of definition going down the face, but still has the glow. Okay. Very strange, but we're gonna roll with it, putting it down the nose and on the tip of my nose. And then I'm gonna be using the same brush, I'm gonna be taking Sweet Dreams, which is also a Bitter Lace Beauty highlighter, but it is a pink toned highlighter. Ooh, got a little too much. And putting that right over that bottom scoop. I don't know what the word is, but that way it has that pink purple shift when I turn my head. And I'm going to take just a little bit of this and go down the forehead over my eyebrows. This is something I did with a different highlighter, albeit, but during my monochromatic pink look that I did forever ago, which I loved that look. And I thought it was really cool how it turned out. So that's why we're doing it in this one too. Then we want mascara, because we need mascara. So tried and true, Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. You know the drill. Everyone knows this mascara by now. It's nothing to spend too much time on. So, a dumb question if anyone knows the answer. Was this like the first big mascara that Tarte had? Because I feel like this is the first Tarte mascara that I ever heard of. And I don't know if that's just because of when I got into makeup, or if it was just legitimately the first one that they made that like really took off. Because I feel like people would go crazy if they ever discontinued this. Like, I probably wouldn't go crazy because I do have others that I like just as much, if not more. This is just up there in my favorite of Tarte, and if it's ever on sale, like, I will grab backups if I don't already have some, because this is just a trusty formula, assuming they never change the formulation. And I really like the brush, or the wand, I guess the bristles on the wand, because I don't like ones that are too long or too spiky, and this one's like perfect. It's short, but it's not too spiky. And they're like almost fibery, so they like grab. The plastic ones seem to not grab my lashes quite as much. Okay. I was examining. And then let's reach up here because I already know what I want. That's not what I grabbed. This is the one. I have too many right behind you. So I'm going to be using this is the like Spadoo. It was the KVD Amazon dupes that I found. I'm going to use the black one for my lipstick. Now I don't remember how opaque this is, so I'm hoping it's a one coater. Oh, that seems fine. Kind of fine. Okay, as long as, hold on. As long as you don't pick it up too much or change the direction that you're swiping too much, it's fine. It's not the best, but it's acceptable. And I know how these dry down, so they're fine. Definitely not my favorite black. Granted. My favorite black black liquid lipstick was Friday by ColourPop, and they don't sell it anymore. So I need to find another one that works just as well. Okay, so I think this is going to be my finished look. Let me give her a little spritz with the Tula Skincare Glow. Is that what it's called? Tula Skincare Signature Glow. Feels so good. All right. That is it. So get a little bit of that forehead glow. Let me know your thoughts. Let's take down the hair. Maybe I always grab the wrong part of the hair tie. This is the look. Oh, that felt good. I needed that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.